So in this SUPboarder video, we're going to be having a look at the 2020 range of Shark SUPs. And it really does look like they've upped their game in 2020 with the finishes and the fittings on the boards, the full package you get, and the environmental message that they're pushing behind Shark SUP. So we've been reviewing Shark SUPs for a few years now, and they very much hit that in the middle price point. They're not the top end price point, and they're definitely not pushing at the cheap budget price point either. This year we do see a big difference in the Shark SUP brand in general, the logos, the styling, the website, and the packages you get. But it's good to see a brand like this really progress from previous years. The basic core of boards that are out in 2020 are the same shape as in 2019. You still have your surf range, all-round range, touring range, racing range, you've got the windsurf boards, and you've got your family and yoga boards as well. Looking a bit closer at some of the ranges and the boards themselves, for instance, the Surf 7.8, we reviewed that last year, and one of the complaints was it didn't have enough rocker, and we did say we'd like to see a tail kick pad, and they've done both of those things for this newer board. So this year's board, more rocker up in the nose, a nice big kick pad at the back there to rub your foot against when you're putting in your turns. Just having that rocker up on the front there will make a massive difference to the maneuverability of the board, and you're going to be able to make way more turns and maneuvers. And another thing they've done on the surf range, which is only a small thing, but we noticed it straight away, is they've taken the bungees off the front of the board. Last year's surfboard, they had bungees on the front, and my comment was, why do you want bungees on the front of a 7.8? And this year, they've taken them off all of the surf range to really show these are surf-based boards, and that does make a difference if you're buying into a surfing iSUP. The all-round range of boards still comes in 3 sizes, but they have added and changed the mid-size to a 5-inch thick board. So now you can get a 10.6 by 32, that's 5 inches thick. For most paddlers, is a really, really good size. A 5-inch thick board opposed to a thicker board gives you a nicer paddling experience on the water. And if you're a mid-weight rider, you don't need that thicker board to give you that extra stability or stiffness, and a 5-inch board will be absolutely perfect. And they've also added the tail kick pad onto the all-round boards, which shows that they've designed it for a little bit of surf as well. The touring range still comes in its 3 sizes, and the board shapes are very much the same, but with the new graphics, the new deck pads that are fitted on all the boards, it does look a lot more refined than previous years. Same with the race range, you've got the same sizes, they've still got the water cut nose that we really liked a few years ago when we first saw it, but they have added a tail kick pad on the back of those boards as well. So they really have taken on what we said in our past reviews, and they have changed and improved their boards, which is great to see in 2020. They've got an all-round windsurf range of boards, which you can use for all-round paddling and for windsurfing, which again, great graphics, nice deck pad, very different from previous years. And the interesting thing about all the boards and their graphics is they're all different, and they're actually all modelled on sharks, which is interesting because they're trying to give the boards the same characteristics as the sharks do with those markings. Go on the Shark SUP website to check out more information on that. They've got loads of information about the boards, the markings, and what sharks they're designed off. They've also kept their more specialist boards, so you've got your yoga board like this one here, you've got still the great family board, which is the same shape as we tested a few years ago with the viewing window at the front, really great for taking the whole family out, and you can also get the big beast, the Kraken, which is a multi-person board, so they've got those more specialist boards put in there as well. All the boards come with the Shark SUP foldable fin box and the quick fix fin. There is the more general all-round base fin, and there is now a touring race base fin as well, which fits into that foldable fin box. The other accessories you get now, you get a much better bag than previous years. Previous years the bag was okay, but this year the padding on the bag, the shoulder straps, the back padding is really up a grade. It's right up there with the top end bags on the market from the way more expensive brands. So they really have upgraded the bag. As standard, you get a non-wheelie bag, but you can upgrade that to a wheelie bag, and you can also buy a paddle bag. As standard with the package, you do get a more basic leash, but you also have the option to upgrade your leash as well. And also with the standard packages, you do get nice little things like a phone case, which just makes a little bit of difference when you're adding up your whole overall package. All the packages come as standard with a basic aluminium 3-piece paddle. It's very much the same paddles we saw last year. It's adequate to get you on the water for the first time. It's something you are going to want to upgrade, and if you want to upgrade it before you buy your package, you can upgrade it to a carbon plastic blade or a full carbon paddle. They've also upgraded the pump this year, and I know the pump itself is actually made by Bravo. It's a Bravo Super. We've done a review on that before, and it's definitely one of the test-winning pumps, so you get a good quality pump with the package. So there really is some big changes around the Shark SUP range. The boards themselves are exactly the same, but the handles, the fittings, the deck pads, the board finishing, the graphics, and the bags and packages really are up a grade. But a really important thing that we need to talk about, which is being addressed by Shark, which is fantastic, and it does get addressed by other brands, but they really have changed around since last year, is how the boards are packaged. So now that they come in much more environmentally friendly packaging, cardboard around the handles instead of plastic, the bags and boxes they use are all easily recyclable. This all makes a massive difference, because as we see, and we unpack lots and lots of iSUPs all the time for review, and it does start to mount up the amount of plastic that we get just from the packaging of these boards. So the Shark SUP has really changed, much better for the environment, and we're really happy to see that. But it doesn't only end there. Even with stuff like the repair kits, the pouches, instead of getting your normal plastic pot that you would have your glue and your repair patches in, it comes with an eco woven cloth little pouch. So they've changed that altogether, and even the pump bag it comes in is in a woven pouch as well. So they've got rid of a lot of plastic, and that really is a good thing to see, and it's something that we're going to be pushing more and more on SUPboarder to get other brands to change and make a difference to their packaging, ideally around their iSUP. And on top of that, Shark SUP now actually work with the Shark Trust to help to grow awareness about sharks and to help protect them in the future. We do look forward to watching this partnership grow with Shark SUP and the Shark Trust. For me personally, it's a very important thing, the ocean, the environment, and our marine life. So anything that helps that, I really am all for it. So in summary, Shark SUP have changed a lot since previous years. The packages are much better quality. The bags are absolutely outstanding. The boards are still the same shape, but then they were absolutely adequate last year. But it's nice to see a 5-inch thick in the 10.6x32, which is going to be the key size for a lot of people. It's going to give you a great feeling on the water. The Surf SUP has changed, it's got a better shape, and the other ranges of the boards just look way more refined. Look out for some future videos where we're going to be doing some stuff on the Shark Windsurf SUP, so check that out on SUPboarder and on YouTube in the future. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting and informative, and it's giving you an idea of the direction that Shark SUP are going in 2020.